So anyway, I keep hearing that the Angel Reese, Asia Wilson supporters they are the ones with the motion. They're moving the needle.
Let's take a moment to talk about perception. If you've spent any time on social media, you've likely come across the conversation. Some believe Angel Reese has just as much star power as Caitlin Clark. That's the narrative being shared. According to her strongest supporters, and even Reese herself, she's a major reason why there's a surge in attention toward women's basketball.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. It's because of me too, and I want you to realize.
But here's the truth. When the real data came out, when the jersey sales were revealed, all the buzz started to fade. One simple stat cut through all the debates, narratives, and comparisons like a sharp blade. And spoiler alert, it wasn't Angel Reese leading the pack. It was Caitlin Clark, front and center. The only thing left to figure out was how far down the list Reese actually was. Let's take a closer look.
So, what happens when what I think is probably the far and away the most popular female athlete there is in existence right now, Caitlin Clark? What happens when her jersey sales are revealed in a very important period, by the way? September 1 through November 3rd would be some prime Christmas area. Just pointing that out.
Angel Reese is truly the one making waves in the league. Then why did everything shift the moment Caitlin Clark stepped onto the scene? If Reese is the one calling the shots, why is it that everyone, from long time, WNBA fans to people who've never watched a single game, is suddenly captivated by Indiana's number 22? The answer is straightforward. And, by the end of this video, we'll break down the one key metric that silenced the noise and revealed who's truly the driving force behind this league.
When Adam Silver was trying to get Caitlin Clark in the three-point shooting contest in the All-Star weekend, it was because he needed her more than she needed them. All right? That because of the popularity, what it was she could draw in. Fact is, a lot of her ratings in games last year beat a hell of a lot of regular season NBA games. That's how she moves the needle.
Let's talk about the stat that sent shockwaves across the internet. Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom, topped WNBA jersey sales during the league's biggest sales period, the holiday season. That's right. Despite the presence of established stars and seasoned legends, it was the newcomer from Iowa, now playing in Indiana, who outshined them all. No Aja Wilson, no Brianna Stewart, no Sabrina Ionescu, and certainly no Angel Reese. The name on the most jerseys hanging in closets this year? Caitlin Clark. Not because of some massive PR campaign, but because she possesses something far more rare, undeniable star power.
That mean we deserve more. Everybody. Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we gotta get face the consequences. There, we gotta get up.
Y'all gotta do something. Y'all gotta do something.
And it doesn't stop there. How do Caitlin Clark's jersey sales compare to the NBA? Brace yourself. She didn't just lead the WNBA. She climbed near the top of the NBA's jersey sales chart. Only one player outpaced her. Stephen Curry, arguably the most recognizable name in basketball today. Think about that. The only person ahead of a rookie WNBA player in jersey sales is a global icon. Right behind him, Caitlin Clark. That's not media hype. That's a generational impact. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's jersey sales? Let's just say she's sitting well outside the top 10.
You see the top selling jerseys. Steph Curry is number one, and who's that? Tell me who this is. Caitlin Clark is number 2.
While Caitlin Clark is prompting WNBA executives to hold strategy meetings just to keep up with the surge in interest, Angel Reese is online saying, "We've got to do something." Inspirational? Sure. But let's be honest. Action speaks louder than words. And right now, there's only one rookie making a measurable impact across the board. It's not Angel. It's Caitlin Clark who's driving viewership, smashing records, selling out arenas, and turning women's basketball into must-watch television. So when Angel says, "we," maybe what she really means is, "me too." Because Caitlin's already done it.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlin Clark.
The jersey sales weren't just impressive, they were historic. Steph Curry claimed the top spot, but right behind him was Caitlin Clark, a rookie from Indiana making waves across the basketball world. And who was missing from that list entirely? Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed culture shifter and heavily promoted face of Gen Z women's basketball. So why didn't she make the cut? Because viral interviews and trending TikToks don't translate into real fan commitment. Hype can spark attention, but Caitlin brings something far more powerful. Undeniable proof.
Caitlin Clark plays for the Indiana Fever. In Indiana. Now, in sports terms, Indiana is considered, quote unquote, a small market. All right, that's just a fact. It is what it is. It's not New York. It's not LA. All right, it's not even Dallas. It's not Chicago. It's not Houston. It's not a big market. All right, it's not one of these juiced up markets. Boston would be the other one. And that is Caitlin Clark.
And that's what makes this so impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark isn't rising from a major coastal media hub. She's not in the spotlight of Los Angeles, not under the bright lights of New York, and she's not a social media phenomenon out of Chicago. She's doing all of this from Indiana. State that, let's be honest, wasn't even on the radar when it came to top WNBA media markets. Yet now, Indiana is the most talked about team in the league. That's no coincidence. That's the Clark effect.
This should tell everybody that wants to argue for these other players in the WNBA all they need to know.